Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm G&G and this is episode 48 of the University Challenge, and today we have the second leg of our Conference League qualifier against Tbilisi with a 3-0 lead from the first leg. So let's hope we don't choke or bottle this lead and make our way back into the main draw of the Conference League for the third year running. And after that we will be taking on Dundalk away in the league. A vital game for us. We need to keep winning now to put the pressure on Derry after that defeat to them in the last episode. And between that we have a game against St Pat's in the Cup, which we won't be doing in the episode, but hopefully we will be getting through to the next round of the Cup in that tie. So we've no games played since the last episode, so let's get straight to the team for the second leg against Tbilisi at the Aviva Stadium. So here we are with the lineup for this second leg, and not taking any risks with resting players or anything, even though we're 3-0 up. Want to make sure we get through here, so going with a pretty strong lineup. Alex Dunn will continue at left back with George Githow at right back, and the only other change is that Keir Murphy will start up front ahead of Tommy Lonergan, and hopefully he can get into form. Another chance for him to start. Probably less pressure on this start for him because we're 3-0 up, but let's see, can he perform. So team in full will be Kanata in goals, a back four of Githow, O'Brien, Jones and Dunn, midfield three of Greg Sloggett, Steedman and Dimitru, Sean Brennan on the left, Conor McGlennon on the right and Keir Murphy up front. So that's the team. We're 3-0 up. Let's get the kick-off. On the way here at the Aviva, as usual, it is barely full with only 2,000 people in this stadium. But big second leg for us. Hopefully we can cruise through to the main draw, 3-0 up now at home, and it would be great just to have a nice quiet match here. No injuries, and just get through to the main draw and back into the Conference League for the third year running and into that league phase again. So that's what the hope is for this game. 5 minutes gone, still 0-0 on the night, 3-0 on aggregate. 25 minutes gone here, and it's been quite enough. Even from the start, 50-50 possession here. Both had a couple of shots. Nothing spectacular happening in the game. Thankfully, we'll take that 3-0 lead. Still intact as we come up to the half-hour mark. It looks like we're going to make it back to the Conference League main draw. Into injury time here at the end of this first half. It's been a completely even game really. They've had slightly more possession, but we both had the same number of shots and shots on target, and it's been very even. And there's the half-time whistle, 0-0, and the XG story there telling us the story. Look how even it is. Neither team really creating much, but when you have a 3-0 lead like we have, you're happy enough to see that. So that's the first half out of the way. Let's get to the second half. Second half on the way here at the Aviva, and with 45 minutes left, it's unlikely we're going to throw away a 3-0 lead. Let's hope I haven't just cursed us there, but it looks like we're going to just cruise through to the main draw, and that will be more money into the bank, and it will be another great success to be in a main draw of European tournament 3 years in a row. 5 minutes gone here in the second half, 0-0. An hour gone here, and we've still yet to have a highlight in this match, which tells you how boring a match it's been, but we're happy enough, pretty even. We brought on some substitutions, Malonga, Marino, Keeney and Lamb all coming on. A case of resting players and getting players some game time, and it looks like just going to cruise through this match. 0-0 here, 25 minutes left. I'd love a highlight. First highlight of the game at last with 9 minutes left as Tbilisi bring it forward. O'Brien wins the header, but they get the second ball here, play it through, and Alex Dunn does well there, plays it back to Kanata, and hopefully he clears it out, which he does. Picks out Dimitru. Tommy Lonergan has come on too, he's up front as we pass it around. Malonga plays Lonergan through, no, he can't win the header. Malonga though wins it back, bit of head tennis. Dimitru, Lonergan slots it wide. Oh, I thought he finished it. So that's the first highlight out of the way, and it ends with a terrible Tommy Lonergan miss. Into injury time here at the end of the 90 minutes. A minute off that injury time gone, 3 minutes added on, and it's been a terrible match. I would say easily the worst match we've had in the whole series, but we're going to come out with a good result, a 0-0 and 3-0 win on aggregate, and through to the main stage of the Conference League for the third year running. There's the final whistle, and thank God there was only a small crowd at this match because they must have been bored out of their heads watching it. But we're through. A great achievement for us, more money coming into the club, and we are over the Europa League disappointment now and into that main stage. Let's hope we can get drawn against a big name in our 6 games. It would be great to play a big club and hopefully get a bigger crowd. But that's the first job done today we have defeated Tbilisi on aggregate 3-0. We're through to the main stage of the Conference League. Now let's turn our attention to getting back into the title hope with that game against Dundalk. So here we are on the day of the game against Dundalk in the league, but before we get into the team, let's catch up on the cup game against St Pat's and some news about the Conference League. So we took on Pats in the cup and we had to change the team a lot due to injuries and players not being fit enough to start, but Cian Murphy put us ahead with a lovely finish there after 19 minutes. That put us 1-0 up. Unfortunately, St Pat's equalised in the second half here. Good play from them across. A good finish from Doyle past Pickernell and goals. Nothing he could do about that. Brilliant play, actually brilliant cross there. But then we managed to strike back with 15 minutes left. Marino here getting a cross in and Cian Murphy heading it past the keeper to go 2-1 up. It looked like we were going to cruise through there. But then into injury time, Pats came on the attack. They already had a goal disallowed seconds before this. And here they scored, slotted past Pickernell and goals. And that made it 2-2 and it went all the way into penalties. Tommy Lonigan missed the first penalty. It looked like it was going to be a disaster for us, but thankfully it changed round. Here we see a couple of penalties being finished. Conor McGlennon with a brilliant penalty there, and then Timmermans for them hit the post and that levelled things up and put us right back in it. Malonga then slotted home to put us ahead in the shootout for the first time, and it just went from there. A couple of penalties each slotted home. Marino here slotting his just past their keeper, and then when Fox stood up, Pickernell pulled off a brilliant save, and that put us through to the next round of the cup, which is the quarterfinals, where we have been drawn away to Finn Harps, our old relegation rivals from season 1. So that's that game caught up on. Let's catch up on a little bit of news about the Conference League. So here we have it, the draw for our Conference League, the 6 games we will be playing in the league phase, and we have a couple of big names in there. Pauk, who of course we played in the qualifiers last season. Hertha Berlin were playing at home, and Ludogorets, also a team we played before, I think, not 100% sure, but a big team, European reputation, who we have at home as well. A couple other games in there against teams, decent teams, so it's actually going to be a real challenge to get into that top 24 this season. But thankfully, happy enough to have a good big name like Hertha Berlin at home at the Aviva. Might get a good crowd at that, bit more money. Speaking of money, for getting through to this league phase, we received 2.51 million, another lovely bit of money coming into the club, and we've already reinvested some of that in that we have improved our youth recruitment. It was initially rejected by the board, but talked them round, so that's good. We now have excellent youth recruitment, so that'll help us in getting good young players in. And we have invested almost 1 million into improving our training facilities, and I think that's important because we need to build the reputation up at this club and for getting players to their potential, not only to build our squad up but also for resale value. So that's a good investment, I think. Improve our training facilities. It'll cost about 1 million, but it's money we've earned from the Conference League, and it's good to get that reinvested into the club and build up our reputation. So that's all the news caught up on. Let's get to the team for today's game. And we had a break of about 2 weeks between after that St Pat's game, and thankfully that has led to a number of players coming back. Greg Lee back fully fit, and as is Dylan Duffy is back but not fully fit and doesn't make the bench, and Cameron Ledwidge is very close to coming back too. So we're getting our players slowly back, and players that needed a rest got it too, so back to a fully fit team. And this is the team to take on Dundalk. Kanate in goals, Gitau at right back, Lamb and Jones resume their partnership in the centre back positions, Greg Lee at left back, Sloggett against his former club in Dundalk, Steedman and Dimitru as the midfield two, McGlennon and Brennan are on the wings, and Tommy Lonigan starts up front as Cian Murphy is suspended for this game. So that's the team for this game against Dundalk. Let's get the kick-off. On the way here at Oriel Park for this game, a vital game for us. We really need a win. If we have a quick look at the table, Derry won their game yesterday, so they are now 6 points ahead of us with a game in hand, so really need a win here. And we have an early highlight of Sean Brennan on the ball here. Steedman over the top for Tommy Lonigan. He can't get there, but it will fall to Sean Brennan. Keeps it in play, brings it forward. Can he pick out someone? He does. Dimitru plays Sean Brennan back through to Tommy Lonigan, slots home, and a first goal for a while for Tommy Lonigan in the league. since that penalty against Waterford, and that is a great start for us to go 1-0 up just after 3 minutes gone. It was good play here from Sean Brennan, picked out Dimitri, who then picked out a lovely ball to Sean Brennan again, and he crossed it. Lonigan slots it home even though it's deflected out in off the defender. That puts us 1-0 up, and if the league table changes here, which it should do, I mean it's a bit slow, but on. Yeah, there we go. We're now 4 points behind Derry, so that shows how important the win is here tonight. 8 minutes gone in this first half, 1-0 to us. Dimitri bringing the ball forward here, and he's on his own, but he gets past Dundalk. Two Dundalk players, plays to McLennan. Can he cross it? Oh, it's deflected onto the post, and they get it clear, but Dimitri wins the header again, and that's the end of the highlight. Dundalk lucky there, cross deflected and hit the post. Could have been 2-0 there, but it stays after 13 minutes, 1-0 to us. Half an hour gone here, and the game has settled down into a pattern of us dominating possession, and if we can just control the game from here, it would be brilliant. Close that gap to Derry. We'd be 4 points behind them. They would have a game in hand though, but at least keeps the pressure on them at the top. 10 minutes go in this first half, and it is 1-0 to us. Highlight here, Lamb with a free kick on the halfway line, plays it back from Greg Sloggett, Gittow to Sloggett, Jones, good passing around here, Greg Lee, Sean Brennan. Greg Lee puts Brennan through here again. Can he pick out another good cross? He's going to have to cut back, and Mountney takes the ball off him, and now are we slightly out of position. Dundalk trying to build a counter attack here. They play it to Adams on their left wing. He plays it over the top, and Kelly is through. Can Greg Lee get back? He can't. Kanata can't save it. It's 1-1, and Dundalk hit us on the counter attack there. Looked like we were going to build a good attack between Greg Lee and Sean Brennan, and it's actually Greg Lee who was then caught out of position here. Great ball over the top. He doesn't get back. Greg Lee, and Kelly slots it home past Kanate, and that is so disappointing because we've been really the better team, but yet again we've let a lead slip, and it's 1-1 here. Dundalk clear their lines there. Comes to Lamb. Jones, can we build an attack? It'd be great to get ahead before half time. Get that lead back. Here comes Greg Lee, plays it to Sean Brennan. He stands, picks out a cross towards Lonigan. He heads it. Oh, heads it just over. That was actually a good header from Tommy Lonigan because he had two men challenging with him, but he headed it just over. 5 minutes off this first half left. Coming into injury time at the end of this first half, Dundalk have the ball, bring it forward, and look to build an attack. Hopefully we are in position this time and ready to withstand it. They come forward though. Conor McLennan, who does have a knock, but he's continuing on, intercepts there, but he loses the ball, and now this is the danger. Ball over the top. Coffey cross it, no one there for Dundalk, and now Kanate picks that up easily. And can he start off an attack here? We are into the 2 minutes of injury time at the end of this first half as the long ball comes to Sean Brennan. Sean Brennan through, shoots, oh, just over. Just didn't get the finish right. Great ball from Kanate, but Sean Brennan couldn't finish it off, and it looks like we're going to be level at half time here, and indeed we are. Half time here at Oriel Park. We went 1-0 up very early, controlled the game from there, but didn't take our chances. Dundalk hit us back, and now it's 1-1 at half time. Let's get to the second half here against Dundalk. So, second half on the way here at Oriel Park. Let's hope we can start this second half off as well as the first half. We need a goal. It'd be disappointing to drop 2 points here. Probably would completely end the hopes of the title. And we've been the better team, so we just need to take our chances, and let's hope we can do that in this second half. 4 minutes gone, 1-1. An hour gone here, and nothing's happened really in this second half. We've continued to dominate possession. Sadly, Conor McLennan has had to go off with that injury, not able to continue. Luke Molyneux, who has returned from injury himself, comes on to the right for us. And let's hope we can create one big chance and take it. And maybe, it's a Dundalk chance here as they hit it into the box. Lamb doesn't win the header, but thankfully from Andy Boyle's header there, it goes over the bar. A little bit of an escape there for us. 64 minutes gone, it stays 1-1. Corner kick for us here, Sean Brennan to take. In towards Lamb, heads it, just over. Hit the top of the netting as it went over. That was a big chance for us, but we didn't take it. Lamb from the corner. Couple of substitutions made. Marino has come on for Steedman. Harvey O'Brien has come on for Nico Jones. We have 18 minutes left here. It is still 1-1. 2 minutes remaining here off the 90, and it looks like it's going to be drop points for us. We haven't created much. Dundalk had a goal disallowed, I see, with 10 minutes left of the game, but we haven't created much since that goal from Tommy Donegan, to be honest. And it looks like this is the final nail in our title hopes coffin. Just haven't been good enough. It's not been really our season in terms of we've taken the lead and thrown away leads constantly, and it's going to come back to cost us really. Here again today, there's the final whistle. It does end 1-1. Disappointing. Took the early lead, then gave it away. Dominated possession, had plenty of shots, just didn't score. So that game comes to an end. It's 2 more points dropped, and I think we now have to face up to a battle for second place in the league. So after that 1-1 draw and 2 points dropped, as you can see, we are now 6 points behind Derry with a game more played to them. So I think the title is now out of reach for us, because that'll be 9 points if Derry win their game. They're not going to drop that many points in the last stages of the season. They're also out of Europe now. They've been knocked out of the Conference League, so they have the league to fully focus on. So I think we are now battling for second place with St Pat's, who we are level on points with but have a game in hand on. So I think that's our challenge now for the remainder of the season, is to make sure we finish second and qualify for the Europa League again. A bit disappointing. We were in that title hunt for a long stage, but we've let it slip away, and now we need to focus on taking that second place spot for the second year running. So in terms of the next video, we will return for a league game against Shamrock Rovers and our first Europa Conference league phase game against Lokomotiv Zagreb of Croatia at home. A game we will be targeting to win. We got bigger games coming up, probably against bigger teams in that league phase, so we need to try and target that for a win, get us up and running, and that aim to finish in the top 24 again and get to the knockout stages. If you did enjoy today's video, please drop it a like. It really helps the video to be seen more, and hopefully more people to join in on this journey we are on with UCD. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on it and on this University Challenge. And if you have missed out on it, there is a playlist on the channel, and it will come up on the screen here at the end of this video. So until the next video, when we take on Shamrock Rovers and Lokomotiva of Croatia, please take it easy.